Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and this is a video I've been so excited to do. I've been waiting for the prototype of our new game, which is being published by Blacklist Games. That's right, I'm covering one of our own game designs, me and Peter from the streaming channel and the podcast. And this one is coming up, and it's one of my favorite IPs of all time, Mega Man. We have done a cooperative board game for 1 to 4 players based on Mega Man 1 through 3, my favorite games from when I was a kid. So I'm going to show you the solo game in action. We'll also have some streams with multiplayer play coming soon. I'm going to start out with how the basics of the game are played, and then I'm going to do a regular solo playthrough and then show you what a Dr. Wily boss battle looks like. And this one is up for pre-order from Blacklist right now, so if you like what you see, go check it out. I'll have a link in the video description. So in Mega Man Adventures, you control one of 4 iconic Mega Man characters. We've got Mega Man here, plus his brother Protoman, his trusty dog Rush, and his sister Roll. And your band of heroes are trying to defeat the nefarious Dr. Wily and also his robot masters that are arrayed against you. And how you do that, this will be familiar to any of those Mega Man platform game fans out there, is you progress through stages that have a host of enemies and obstacles arrayed against you. And if you can get through the entire stage, you'll fight the robot master, taking their unique weapon for your own uses in the process. But to get into how an actual game round runs, first you draw some cards from your hero's unique deck, then you play those cards and plan out how you're going to use them to overcome the part of the stage you're on. Then you go to the action phase where you try to survive your stage without taking too much damage, clean up and repeat again until you reach the robot master and engage them in boss combat. And I'm actually going to start by explaining the last major part of the round, which is the action phase where you engage in your stage card. And how it works is you have to deal with each of these challenge spaces, 3 per stage cards in a row. And each one has a mix of actions, icons, that you have to meet to overcome it. So here to blow up this guy, you have to wait until he's not jumping, then jump up and shoot him in the face to blow up his robot armor. Here for the Mechanical Rooster from Woodman stage, you just have to wait and let him jump over you. And then for this guy from Airman stage, you have to run forward through his blowing wind and shoot him. For each of these challenge spaces, if you're not able to overcome it, you don't have all of these actions to spend, you take the indicated amount of damage, 1, 2, or 3 in this case, and you lower your life energy by the indicated amount, trying never to reach the Dr. Wily space, which means you have been defeated, because in Mega Man Adventures, you're working with a single life between all of your characters. Now, you overcome these challenge spaces mainly through action dice, and by the way, everything here is a prototype, and especially the dice, they didn't even use the right color on them, so it's a little hard to see, but this is a jump action, a shoot action, and a run action. Yellow dice tend to have running, red dice tend to have shooting, and blue dice tend to have jumping. And you roll a mix of these dice, and then you spend the results. So here I've got 4 shoots and 1 jump to overcome the challenges that you want to overcome. So for example, here I need a wait. That means any pair of icons to spend some time while you're waiting for the enemy to do what you want. So let's see, here I could spend, I guess, this double shoot to overcome that. And then I got to jump up to blast him and use one of my shoots. And I've now overcome this challenge space, but these dice go away. My options are clearly very limited. And as in the Mega Man video games, many enemies will drop an item when you destroy them, which is indicated here. So I draw a random token and flip it over if I defeat that challenge space, and here I would recover some life energy. But sometimes you won't be able to beat a challenge space, or you'll choose not to. So here I don't have a pair to spend, so I can just take the 1 damage. But don't worry, you have lots of ways to mitigate your luck. You have weapon cards, you have boost cards with different dice that can help you roll. You have skills unique to your character that let you gain different bonuses as well. So all those in this case might give me the run I need to defeat this guy and not take 2 damage. And all of that is what happens in the abilities step of the action phase. Basically, you roll your dice into a dice pool, you engage each challenge space 1 at a time, you can use any abilities, you have a little window there to help your luck, and then you try to overcome them or take damage, and you keep doing that for each of the 3 challenge spaces. But where do these dice and skills come from? Let's rewind back to the planning phase. So before the planning phase, you have the draw phase. You draw 4 cards into your hand. And each card has a support half on the top and a skill half on the bottom. And from these 4 cards, you're going to use 2 of them for their support effect, slotting those cards in to the top of your board. And then you're going to use 1 card for its skill effect, putting it down here. And these top cards will mainly give you dice, although each character has a unique top effect. In this case, Mega Man can give himself and his allies bonus tokens, which are basically die faces just waiting to be used. Like here I have a shoot whenever I need it. And the skills are unique for every character. In Mega Man's case, he is all about the bonus token, so this learning one would just let him also get his jump token to use when he needs it. Now, after each hero has planned out their 3 cards, they'll have 1 left in their hand. This is called their boost card. It can only be used for the support effect on top, and it can be played during any player's turn to help them out. So in this case, giving them an extra yellow die to roll. But 2 or maybe 3 support effects and 1 skill often is going to be enough to defeat the stage cards. But that's where your fellow players come in because the planning phase is all about cooperation. The cards they play in the support slots nearest you will also help you out, and the same for your cards. So in this case, Roll is giving me another red die, and Protoman's giving me another blue die, and I'm giving Protoman a red bonus token, and I'm giving Roll a red die. So you have to talk to each other, see what each person might need for their stage card, and try to give each other the best tools for the current opposition. But how does that work when Mega Man's all alone, when you're playing solo? Well, no worries. You've got Dr. Light, your creator, there to help you. In solo, you draw 4 of these cards, and they're a lot like the hero support cards. The top half will show the die type Dr. Light is giving you, but the middle shows what you have to give him back in the matching support slot. Otherwise, you'll take some damage. Basically, your systems are being taxed. So in this case, for example, maybe I want Dr. Light to give me a yellow die, and I'm giving him a red die, so I won't take any damage there. But maybe I really need more yellow. Maybe this stage card requires a lot of runs. So I'm going to go here. Oh man, I don't have a blue die. I'm giving him a red icon instead. So I would take 1 damage. And that's the major way that solo differs from multiplayer. Instead of the cooperation of discussing the planning and playing the boost cards on each other to help each other out, instead you're dealing with the puzzle of working with what Dr. Light offers you and trying to beat your stages the best you can by yourself. But what if you're about to run out of life energy and lose the game? Well, no worries. Depending on the player count and the difficulty, you'll have 1 or more energy tanks. And just like in the game, you can spend these, drink up, and go all the way back up to full life before you take damage that would defeat you. And one more thing before we look at the bosses, I called them out briefly, but the weapons and items are down here. And they have varied effects. This is item 1 from Mega Man 2, and it just gives you a blue die with a jump symbol showing. But each time you use a weapon, you have to take away 1 of the weapon energy from it. They generally start with 3. And weapon energy is also the source of one of the strongest mitigation factors in the game, in that for 1 weapon energy, you can reroll any number of dice in your pool, keeping whichever ones you like to try to get different results. And those are the core mechanics of the game, but there's one thing we're forgetting: the importance of the varied stages and bosses in Mega Man. So on the back of each boss card is its stage, which is going to have a consistent effect on all the stage cards while you're in that stage. Like Iceman's stage has slick, icy floors, and if you run too far, you'll take some damage from running into enemies and things. And then when you've defeated all of your stage cards, you go on to fight the boss. And they mostly function the same, except instead of multiple stage cards, they have a pile of boss pattern cards. And each individual pattern card functions like a challenge space on a stage card, in that it has requirements for what you have to do. It could let you pick up some items that are dropped, and it'll deal damage if you can't or choose not to overcome the icons, the actions needed. But the big difference is that when you first go against a boss in a Mega Man game, you don't know exactly what their pattern is, so you can only see the topmost card at a time, and you have to survive shooting the boss the whole time through all of their pattern cards to defeat them. And they each have a special power. They each have a signature ability that is more common to come up. So against Quickman, you'll more often need runs when these skull symbols show up. And finally, it wouldn't really be Mega Man without this. If you have a weapon whose type is the weakness of the boss you're facing, like Elecman's Thunder Beam versus Iceman, you can still use the weapon for its normal effect or to reroll dice. But you can also spend 1 weapon energy to use the weakness against them, which lets you pick any 1 die of any color to roll into your pool. So a very flexible, powerful effect there. So there you go, pretty much every rule you need to know to play Mega Man Adventures. So let's jump into our first solo play, and then you can use the chapters to skip to Wily's castle whenever you like. So for setup in this normal game, I would normally get 1 random weapon. But because I'm showing you campaign mode, I automatically start with 1 of the 4 starting items, which is item 1 for Mega Man 2. Lets me jump a little bit higher by giving me those little floating platforms. And I've got 3 weapon energy on that. I've got full life energy. All of my bonus tokens are inactive. And 1 energy tank to save me if I'm about to die. And now I take a number of stage cards. In the case of solo, it's 4, and I take the entire pile and flip it up, so at any time I can see the topmost card. And this one is all about waiting, jumping, and shooting. I gotta wait for this guy to drop, and then jump past the lava, wait for this guy to throw his ball and shoot him, and then jump up and blast this guy. So first let's go into the draw phase, and let's see. I've got a bit of every color. Got a yellow die, a blue die, a red die, and a yellow bonus token. Then for skills, well, I got a ton of my learning skill, which just gives me a bonus token, or I can trade in any 1 die. That's what this symbol means. A cost is always indicated right here in the little box, if there is one, to gain 1 life energy and 1 weapon energy. Not going to be too useful when I'm so early on in the game. And let's also see what Dr. Light has to offer me. Oh man, a lot of yellow or red. And I'm definitely leaning towards the red. I don't need any runs on this card, and yellow dice tend to roll runs, although they could still help with the weight icons, the hourglasses. Oh, wait, I didn't decide which Robot Master I'm going to go against. So Mega Man 2 is my favorite game in the series, the one that I played the most as a kid. Yes, I know Mega Man 3 is great too, fight me. So I picked out 4 Mega Man 2 bosses, and you always have 4 to choose from no matter what the player count is. I'm going to fight against 1. So Bubble Man's got tight quarters. It's tougher to move around with all those spikes. Metal Man's got conveyor belts you have to constantly be running on. Heat Man has all these annoying and disappearing block sections that involve a lot of waiting and jumping. And Airman has these little birdies dropping eggs that can actually give you items and help you sometimes. Well, let's go for Bubble Man, because no one likes his weapon, so it's kind of fun to see what I get from it. And his effect is tight quarters. It says, during the overcome step, when I'm trying to overcome my challenges, all double icon dice are treated as their matching single icon when they're spent. So each die has a double icon of the result that's most likely for it, like 2 runs on this yellow die. Again, these icons might be changing. But in Bubble Man's tight quarters, that double would be treated as just a single. Yuck. All right, but that's not going to alter my plan too much. So I took these Dr. Light cards, partially because I wanted that red die, but I took the yellow because I can not take damage from programming wrong. Although, man, that's yellows I don't necessarily want, again, except for these weights. And then either of these is going to give me a blue jump, but I definitely don't want more yellows. So let's keep this as my boost to give me a red die later, and slot that into my skill slot. All right, so with my planning done, I'm going into the action phase. Let's see if I can overcome this stuff. I'm going to roll 1 red, 2 yellows, and 1 blue die. Here we go. And let's see, I got 2 runs and 2 jumps and no shoots at all. Yuck. So without any shooting results, I can't deal with this guy or this guy. Him I'm not too worried about since it's only 1 damage, but I really want to get one for him. So I'm going to engage my first challenge, which is this guy right here. I need a weight, which again is double of any icon. I could use these 2 runs, for example, and a jump. And yeah, I don't need to avoid that one. I'll use the 2 runs to wait for him to fall down, and then I'll use one of my jumps to get over the lava. Now I engage this Hammer Joe. He needs a weight and a shoot. All I've got is a single jump. Now, before I try to overcome each challenge, I have the abilities. I could discard my skill to activate my jump token. I could spend weapon energy from item 1 to gain more jumps. I could spend energy to reroll dice in my pool, or I could discard my 1 boost card to roll a red die. And the cards go away at the end of the turn, so there's no point in keeping hold of it. So yeah, let's see what the red gives me. I'm hoping for a shoot. Come on. No, another jump? That's pretty unusual because 2/3 of the sides of each die match their colors. So 4 out of 6 sides for the red dice have a shoot icon. But no, I just want to jump like a moron. And I can use my skill to get the jumping token. Why am I jumping so much? Now, luckily, Bubble Man's effect has not come in. I haven't rolled any doubles, although they wouldn't help me anyway. All right, well, you know what? I'm just going to take the 1 damage from Hammer Joe. And then I'm going to go on to this guy. I need a jump and a shoot. I'm going to spend 1 weapon energy to reroll both of my dice, trying to get that shoot icon so I can blast that guy. Because I've got the jump covered no matter what I roll with my bonus token. There we go. Oh, a shoot and a run. Darn, I'm going to have to use that bonus token. Yep, so 1 shoot after I jump up, I blast this guy, and I've completed that stage card. And sadly, the extra die is good for nothing. Get out of here. And I clean up all of the cards. The Dr. Light cards go to their discard pile, and these go to my discard pile until I go through my entire deck. And now we reveal our next stage card. Oh man, it's all about running past this guy when he jumps, past this guy before he blasts us, and shooting the hammer guy again. He's just showing up all over the place. No worries, Mega Man has got this. Let's see. I've got a nice mix of colors again, and oh, some cooler skills. This one I have to spend any of my bonus tokens, make it inactive, but I get a yellow and a blue die. Although I did spend my jump bonus token, so I don't have one at the moment. And my rock skill lets me spend a bonus token to get 2 bonus tokens, so basically just doubling what I have. And I've got another blue bomber with a different mix of dice, and another adaptability to heal me and give me weapon energy back. That would actually be pretty good now that I got hit a bit there. Well, let's see what Dr. Light has to offer. A lot of red. That's pretty good, although I would have liked more yellow, but good. These want yellow dice, so I might do a red and a blue just to get the yellows. But actually, after some consideration, here's what I ended up with. I'm once again not taking any damage from Dr. Light because the red token acts like a red die to fulfill that. Yellow fulfills that. Now I'm getting more red than I want. 2 red dice and a red bonus token. And I also have a red boost in my hand. But the skill I chose, Blue Bomber, is going to let me get rid of this red bonus token to roll another yellow die and another red die. Gosh, it's a lot of red. All right, so I'm flipping this over from that and rolling 2 red and a yellow. Come on. All right, I got a jump. That's pretty much useless. A run and a shoot. Okay, 1 of each. And I engage the first card. Now, Hammer Joe here is doing 2 damage, but if I defeat him, I'll get a bonus token. That could be really good. So I already have the shoot. Now I need a double of something. Well, here, let's use my Blue Bomber skill. So I'm going to spend a bonus token, and I'll roll another yellow and red. All right, and I got another shoot, another jump. And it's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted more runs. Although actually the 2 jumps can do the weight. And then I have the 1 shoot. But Then I might just have to tank the 2 damage from this guy, but I'll have a run left for him. Well, sure, let's try that out. So I'll spend both of these for the weight, the pair of jumps, and then one of my 2 shoots. I'll blast Hammer Joe, and I get to draw a surprise token. And surprise, it's a jump. That's not what I need for this card, but bonus tokens do hang around for later cards, so it's not a waste. All right, now I engage this guy. Can't imagine I can defeat him. I would need one more run and then one more something like a shoot to make the double. Well, here, I've still got my boost card with a red. Let's go ahead and roll that and see what it gives me. All right, give me something cool. Oh, man. A double shoot, which normally would be awesome, could take care of like a weight by itself. But in the tight quarters of Bubble Man stage, it's just going to be basically a single shoot. So I got 2 shoots and a run. One more run would let me pass that guy, but I don't see how I can get it. And I could spend weapon energy to re-roll, but yellow dice are the ones that will get runs, so I don't think it's worth it. So as much as I hate to do it, I'm just going to take the 2 damage while I'm already close to using my energy tank, and then I'll spend my 1 remaining run, just wasted both of those shoots, to blast that guy and net take the 1 damage. This is going a little bit rough. I am playing on normal, which is a pretty tough difficulty. You can give yourself a whole extra energy tank to play on easy, makes things a lot smoother. Oh, but this is great. Look at my next stage card. 3 jumps. I got to jump over the Metal. I got to shoot the Sniper Joe after waiting for a shield to go down, and then run in a big jump over these spikes. But between my item giving me jumps and me having a jump bonus token, I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, let's see what I got. Whole bunch of yellow and blue, although nice. I can get some red from the skills, so I should be able to cover most things. Come on, Dr. Light, help me out. Give me some blue. Yeah, lots of blue and yellow. These are good. These are good. And yeah, I think I'm going to ignore the 2 that require red because I don't have a consistent way to give him red. And I'll just have a ton of blue, and I'll try to get my yellows and red through skills. All right, so here we go. Just way too much blue. Oh, no. You can't have 2 of the same bonus tokens. That would be a wasted blue. All right, well, forget that. I'm just going to take the 1 damage. And, I still want to keep the blue because I'll probably need more. And this giving me an automatic red is great for when I get to Sniper Joe. So let's put this yellow, slot that in. And again, I take 1 damage because I'm not giving Dr. Light what he wants. I'm basically taxing my systems. And then, yeah, for the skill, I'll get this automatic red bonus token. I've got another blue if I need it coming up later. All right, so here we go. A ton of blue and 1 yellow. And okay, we got a bunch of jumps and 1 run. That's a pretty good start. So let's see, over the Metal, I just got to jump, a single jump. I mean, that's the easiest thing in the world, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And I jump past him and onto a platform and find some kind of item in a surprise box. And awesome, it's a life energy, healing me back from the damage I took a second ago. Then I run on to Sniper Joe, got to wait for his shield to go down and then shoot him. I'll discard my learning skill to get 1 red bonus token ready to hit him with. All right, and let's see, how can I do this? I have enough jumps, right? So jump and jump bonus token will deal with the weight, 2 of a kind, and then the red bonus token will shoot him, no damage there. And now spikes, I need a run and 2 jumps. But my boost card is to get my blue bonus token back. And there we go. So that is 1, 2 jumps after I run up to the spikes, woo, sail over them. No damage on that card. That was awesome. Well, I guess I took a damage from Dr. Light, but the surprise box gave it back. So that was great. And that brings us to the final stage before we face off against Bubble Man. All right, let's see, we got to run underneath this big eye, jump over another Metal, and then run and jump past these little blasters. Okay, so no shoots on this one at all. Let's try to avoid red dice if we can. Unless, of course, my cards give me a bunch of them, but again, the skills are going to moderate that a bit. Let's hope that Dr. Light helps me out more. Oh, and he totally does. That's great. Let's see. Okay, so I have red and blue. I don't want to take a damage from him again, so let's just play nice, get a ton of red and blue. I'll slot those in, but don't worry about that red token I don't need, because I'm going to change it into a run and a jump. Now, the big negative here is that I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 runs. Yeah, that might be a tough one to crack. But hope springs eternal. Let's go ahead and see how we do. All right, 2 blues and a red. Come on, just at least one of you give me a run. At least one of you. Jump, shoot, shoot. Darn it. Okay, there they are. And I can just go ahead and turn that to a single jump. Darn you, Bubble Man. And what the hey, might as well discard my boost to roll another blue. I need a run. 1 in 6 chance, 1 in 6 chance. Those are not good odds. So I got 2 jumps, which is what I need. I've got 2 shoots, which could help with the big eye. I don't have the second run. All right, you know what? Whatever. I'm spending 1 weapon energy and rolling all 4 of those again. I just want one of them to be a run. Oh, there we go. Wait, is that 2 runs? Okay, and 2 jumps. Now I have no shoots, but that's great. I didn't need any in the first place. Heck yes. Oh, but those were 2 doubles. I wish I was on a different stage. All right, so 2 jumps, 2 runs. Let's go ahead and use my rock skill. I will flip my red to get both my blue and my yellow active. Okay, so I now have more than enough runs. And am I shy a single jump? Oh man, should I use my item? Okay, there's all my weapon energy gone. Oh, I can't use it yet because there are only 3 of each color die, and this gives me a blue die turned to a single jump face. So let's wait until I spend some of these. So big eye, I need 2 of a kind. That'll clearly be 2 jumps, and then 2 runs, run underneath him, avoid that 3 damage. Yuck. Okay, and then here I need a jump. Before I use my item 1, let's go ahead and spend this bonus token because if you draw something you already have from the surprise box, it's not going to give you anything. So I jump past the medal and find an item, which is a weapon energy. I will take that all day because I'm about to spend 1 as I come right here to give me a single blue with a jump, and that plus my bonus token will take me past those blasters. Woohoo! No damage again. That's awesome. I'm not quite out of weapon energy, so I have a chance against Bubble Man. So I get rid of the stage card, and the boss is flipped. And here we have Bubble Man. We're going to have to get through 4 patterns. He's weak to cutting weapons like Metal Man's weapon, but we don't have that. We just have item 1. And he's got his special ability, Bouncing Bubbles. Every time I engage one of his pattern cards, so 4 times during the fight, I'm going to have to either reroll a jump or spend a run. So I want to have a bunch of extra jumps so I don't have to run around too much. And he's going to need an average of more shoots than other actions to take him out. So I take my 4 boss patterns and flip them, and the first card needs a run and a jump, or I'll take 2 damage. But I have still got my energy tank, which is great, so I can heal a little bit if I need to. And I get 4 more cards. Nice, a good mix of abilities and colors. Dr. Light also has a pretty good mix, although they really want a lot of red dice, don't they? I can give them 2 red dice if I need to, but let's try to keep things balanced. So we can get a red that wants a yellow. I'll put my yellow there because I know he needs more reds, and I need a little bit of yellow and blue right off the start. And then I'll do a blue from him that wants a red. Do I do the token? I think I do the die. Because this skill might really help me out a ton. I can discard any die, like one that I don't need, to heal one and get another weapon energy instead of getting the red token. I like that. Now I've got a blue boost waiting for me. All right, boss man, let's do this. And by the way, tight quarters no longer applies. We've got a little bit more space while we're fighting Bubble Man, so I can actually roll doubles, hopefully. All right, here we go. And hey, we got one, a double shoot and 2 runs and another shoot. No jumps, no jumps. Well, thank God my weapon can give me some. But yeah, he needs more shoots than anything else, so that is pretty good. I'm happy with that start. And you know what the heck? Let's go ahead and spend our boost now and see what our extra blue die shows. And what is it? Another run. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's use our last weapon energy to just get a blue jump straight up, because we need it for this first card. All right, and then we'll spend the blue jump, we'll spend the yellow run, and that one is good to go. Oh wait, that's right. Every time we engage a card, which is right now, I have to re-roll a jump. Oh no. Unfortunately, the engage step happens before you get to use abilities, so I have to spend one of my yellows since I don't have a blue jump. Ugh. Yeah, I should have remembered to get more blues. Like I could have had the learning here. This is going to be rough. I will spend the weapon to get that jump. You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking I might just take the damage there because I want to have that blue to re-roll. So let's use my adaptability. I have to discard 1 die of my choice. I have a lot of shoots. But I need a lot of shoots. I'm going to spend one of these runs and use my skill that heals me 1 and gets me 1 weapon energy, which will give me another jump if I need it. That's huge here. But then I'm just taking the damage. Oof, but I still got my energy tank, so I should be okay. Boom. All right, now I need a jump, and his skull icon is red, so I need a shoot. Well, first I have to re-roll the jump from his Bouncing Bubbles, and oh, I got a double jump! Thank you, Bubble Man! Oh, but now if I use it... Okay, so let's spend my weapon energy and get another jump, I think. So I'll spend a jump and a shoot to take care of that. Okay, and bye-bye. Now I have to re-roll my double jump. Come on, just roll it again. Roll it again. Help me out here. Help me out. Nope, it's a single jump. Okay, so that was from the engage ability. All right, I'm spending my energy tank. Glug. I'm up to 5, and then I got to take 2 because I don't have 2 jumps to deal with that card. I'm almost at the end. Come on. Oof. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this could be bad. I have to re-roll the jump, and I got a 4th shoot. Is that going to be okay? Oh, I think it will be. Wow. Because, look, I need 1 shoot and then a double of anything, or I take 3 damage, which would kill me. I don't have an energy tank. But look at this. I've got 2 shoots for the weight icon, and I've got a shoot for his skull icon, and I actually had 1 die more than I needed. Boom! Bubble Man is defeated. Now, if we were playing a one-off game, that would be it, and I could just stop right there. But if you're playing in the campaign, I get Bubble Man's weapon, and it's Bubble Lead, which gives me a wild die, any color die of my choice, but it's so slow and useless, it was only really useful on Heat Man and the final alien boss, that it says it can only be used on the right challenge space or final pattern card for a boss. So it doesn't help as frequently as it might. You really have to wait to use it. But yeah, if I went on to the next game in the campaign, I would now have 2 weapons to play with, but it's balanced by not having an energy tank. What? No energy tanks? I just have to go through with 5 life the entire time? We're actually going to skip that intermediate game and jump right to the 3rd game in a campaign where I'll have 3 items and be going against Dr. Wily and his minions in his castle. So we're going to skip to that right now, set up, and see how it goes. And here we go, we're going into Dr. Wily's castle, and just for fun, I'm switching it up to Protoman to show you a different hero, a different deck. Protoman's one of my favorites. And we skipped showing you the 2nd game in the mini-campaign, but of course, Bubble Lead is strong against Heat Man, so I took on Heat Man and got Atomic Fire. And I can deal 1 damage to myself, but it gives me a red die and a blue die. Power! Although, can I survive all the damage to myself? I don't know. And to quickly show you Protoman's unique elements, first of all, his unique support, instead of gaining bonus tokens like Mega Man did, look, it gives you 2 dice instead of 1. But you hurt yourself! No! Oh, Protoman, you fool. And then his skills, he's got number 1, he discards the top card of his deck, and for each colored die in the support section, he gains the matching bonus token, so he hopes he flips one of these 2 dice ones against 2 bonus tokens. You got his Proto Shield, you can't have Protoman without a Proto Shield. If he spends a jump, because you know he has to jump to put up his shield, he'll prevent 2 damage from a card effect, yes. He's got Reckless, he can overcome a weight icon for free, but he has to discard the top card of his deck, and he might hurt himself or lose weapon energy based on which colors are there. And then finally, unlike Mega Man, Protoman has a nuclear core. It gives him 2 dice for free, but he rolls them, and if either of them shows a double icon, he loses them both. So if you can't tell, Protoman is all about the risk-reward and the gut checks as you try to push your luck. But enough about Protoman, we're here to see a Dr. Wily battle. And the big difference with Dr. Wily battles is that you've got 3 items, you have no energy tanks, and it's basically a boss gauntlet like you would face at the end of each Mega Man game where you'd have to go through all the bosses again. You have to fight through 2 normal bosses, and then 1 Dr. Wily boss per player. And by the way, I should note that everything in the game is totally modular. You can combine stuff from Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, for example. And also, if you don't want to play a full mini-campaign, you can just give yourself 3 random weapons and jump right into a Dr. Wily battle and have the boss rush if that's your preferred way to try things out. All right, but we're doing our first stage of the boss rush, and you know, I could look at the bosses, but I like to work my brain and try to remember what their weaknesses are. So we've got Heat Man again. You know what? I skipped past his fight. Let's show you how he battles since I've got the Bubble Lead to take him on. So Heat Man has 1 more pattern card than Bubble Man, 5. He's weak to ice, so that's going to help me out. And he shoots out his triple flames. Each time I engage one of his patterns, I can reroll some or all of the dice in my pool, but if any of the ones I roll a double, I take 1 damage. So he's taunting me with these 3 flame patterns, which I always hated in Heat Man. I can try to get right in between the flames and gain a bonus, and he likes extra shoots just like Bubble Man did. All right, so here we go, 5 pattern cards, and the top is a wait and a run. Ouch, that is rough right off the bat. Now let's see what Protoman's got. He's got his double dice one, he's got some yellows, he's got some reds. We're still in solo mode. Dr. Light has got reds and blues for me, and he wants mostly yellows. So let's see, I know I need a yellow there, I know I probably need a lot of reds. All right, let's see. So I want kind of a mix here. So let's go a red that wants a yellow, and maybe this blue that wants a yellow. And then for mine, oh man, am I going to take the damage? Yeah. I love having extra dice, even if it hurts me. And then we'll put another yellow here. For my skill, I don't want another yellow, so let's use that for its Reckless skill to overcome the weight on Heat Man, and I'll have a red as my boost. So here we go, I'm dealing myself 1 damage. But I've got 2 yellows, 2 blues, and a red in waiting. Love that. Ooh, and I got a ton of jumps. No shoot. Oh, no, I did get 1 shoot. I got no runs? Oh, man. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm engaging this first pattern card. I think I probably want to re-roll those yellows. Yes, I'm going to use his little free re-roll and hope I don't roll a double and damage myself. Okay, come on. Okay, I did get a run, but another jump. I don't need that. But that's fine. I'm going to use Reckless, so I overcome the weight for free, but I discard the top card of my deck. If it has a red on the top, I take a damage. If it has a blue on the top, I lose a weapon energy. If it has just a yellow on the top, everything's fine, although I already got most of my yellows. Oh, no, it's a red and a blue. I lose both. No, Protoman. So that's 1 damage and 1 weapon energy. You know what? Atomic Fire is looking a little scary right now. Although I might be able to fight a boss that's weak to fire in a second. So now I'm going to take it from item 1. But if I spend the run as well, I overcome this and I get a surprise box. Yes, please. And it's a weapon energy. Okay, cool. I got the one that I just lost right back. All right, now I'm in a little bit of trouble here because, look, I need a red and then another red. So I don't want to use the engage ability to reroll. I'm happy with that stuff. Oh, let's use Bubble Lead as his weakness, which lets me roll 1 die of any color. So I'm ignoring its normal text and just being able to roll it because he's weak to ice, or the sort of wet ice type that we use that icon for. So I get an extra red, and I can keep doing this. Yes, I got to shoot. That's a double shoot. Yeah, let's start with that for now. I can use Bubble Lead again, so bye-bye that card. Okay, now 2 runs. I don't have any runs. All right, well, let's use his ability, first of all, to reroll this for free. Boom. Good, I got a run this time. So run in 3 jumps. And then, yeah, let's use Bubble Lead again, roll another yellow die. Come on, give me a double run. Give me a double run. Okay, one's enough. One's enough. All right, I'll spend both of those. I got that one dealt with. All right, now I need a red and a yellow. I can't forget I have a red die in my boost. So let's go and discard that. And here we go. Okay, I got to shoot, but I need the yellow. Let's use my last Bubble Lead to roll another yellow die. And, okay, I got to run. I have way too many jumps, but okay, I got that. Not taking 2 damage. What's the last card? Ooh, I need to shoot. I need to shoot. I've got the double for that. Well, let's use his ability to re-roll this jump. I don't need it. Come on, give me a shoot. Ah, it's another single jump. All right, what do I do here? I don't have Bubble Lead. I could use Atomic Fire and hurt myself to get a red and a blue. Well, yeah, I got to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to take 3 damage and be dead. So, oh, this is rough. Here we go. And okay, I got the shoot I needed. Thank God. So that'll take care of that. And I do get a surprise box. I need it. And it's a shoot bonus token. I would have liked healing, but I'll take it. And that is it for Heat Man. 1 boss out of 3, but I am already hurt. Oof. And I used up all of my Bubble Lead, some of my Atomic Fire. Well, we'll just keep on going. All right, boss number 2, we've got Flashman or Woodman or Quickman or Airman. Well, I know Woodman was weak to fire, right? Woodman was weak to fire. Yes, okay, here we go. And again, you don't have to do that. You're totally allowed to look at the bosses. I just like to pretend I'm actually playing Mega Man and try to remember the weaknesses. So he's only got 4 cards, thank God. He's weak to fire and Leaf Shield. Ooh, he treats every red I get in a pattern card as a weight, so I can't shoot him a lot. I gotta wait for his shield to pass by and then jump over it with his weakness. This is gonna be tough. So that means I really don't want red tokens. I really don't want red anything. Let's see if my cards oblige. And yes, they do. The Reckless seems good because he's going to have a lot of weights. And I don't want these. I don't want to hurt myself. So yellows and blues. Dr. Light, you going to help me out? Oh, yeah, you are, buddy. Yeah, you are. All right, so we're definitely going for a yellow blue and a blue blue. And I'm playing 1 there and I'm playing 1 there. And slotting in this Reckless. I've got another yellow. So I got a ton of yellows and blues, which with reds becoming weights is what I want, man. And I got 2 Atomic Fires to exploit his weakness. I'm feeling good about this fight. All right, so here we go. No, I did not roll 3 shoots. Not red dice. Oh my gosh, okay, that's a run. Oh, and sorry, I should have seen my first patterns. This one's just a run, but when I engage it, I have to discard a weapon energy or flip a bonus token. Well, you know what? I'm going to flip this bonus token because he doesn't need any reds. But this is terrible. I'm going to spend one of my item 1 energies to reroll all of these stupid shoots and try to get something else. Come on now. Okay, jumps and shoots. Still a shoot, but 2 jumps at least. That's a little better. I'm going to spend my 1 run to get rid of this instead of taking 1 damage. And now this one, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That is a double weight. I need 2 pairs because of his Leaf Shield. Wow, wow, wow. All right, well, let's use Reckless to overcome one of them. Please don't flip a double and mess me up again. Oh, a red, that's 1 damage. Ah! But I'm still alive. I'm still alive. So I've overcome one of the weights. Now I just need a pair of something. Well, let's see. I'll use my boost to roll another yellow. Maybe it'll get a shoot, and I'll use it for that. Because apparently all I can roll are shoots. A run. Okay, well, that's good. And now I can get blues pretty easily. Let's spend this pair of jumps to deal with the other weight. And I get to be a surprise box before I go to the next card, which is a life energy. I needed that. I needed that badly. What's next? Oh, okay. So a jump and a double. A jump and a double. Okay, so let's see. I can use Atomic Fire as a weakness to get anything I want, although this can just give me a jump. Well, let's do this first and roll a red die and try to double it up with that blue die. So I'm using his weakness and rolling a red. Okay, so we've got the weight. And then this will give me a single jump. So there that is. And oh my gosh, all 3 of those are gone, but I get a surprise box. That's going to be a weapon energy back. Weapon energy back. What do I want? Ooh, Bubble Lead will be anything I want, just like Atomic Fire. So I guess we'll kind of spread it out. All right, and the last card. Oh, it's just a jump, but I have to discard a weapon energy or flip a bonus token. Okay. Okay. Huh. I'm trying to remember, what were the Dr. Wily bosses weak to? I think the dragon was weak to atomic fire, right? So maybe I'll keep that and then fight the dragon. Or I can just take the 1 damage. I can take the 1 damage. By the way, though, I have to discard 1. Okay, so I'm gonna discard item 1. And yeah, I guess I'll go down to 1 life. I just want to keep some of these weapons for the final boss. All right, it's bye-bye, Woodman. And here we go. It's the final countdown. Things are desperate indeed. I need to pick my wily boss. Let's see if I remember correct. Yes. Okay. Mecha Dragon needs fire, or the Guts tank needs Quick Man's weapon. I don't have that. The alien was weak against Bubble Lead. That's true, but I don't have any of that left. Or I have 1. Or the Wily Machine, weak against Crash Man. All right, so it's really between Mecha Dragon and Alien. I have their weaknesses. And I don't place a card in my skill slot until I have 2 boost cards. Mecha Dragon's only 3 pattern cards, but failing to overcome a pattern card immediately loses the game. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Usually that would be horrible. Usually that would be the worst, but I only have 1 life energy anyway. So bring it on, Mecha Dragon. I got an atomic fire for your face right here. All right, come on, Protoman. Come on, Protoman. That's not a great card to start with. All right, let's see. I've got all jumps and shoots. I've got a Proto Shield to stop 2 damage. Got 2 Recklesses to ignore that. And then that's a jump. Now let's see what Dr. Light's got for me. Oh, this is great. Okay, it matches the colors in my hand. So probably want to get at least 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 red, and then maybe an extra blue since that's his most common one. So I'll do those. Slot in a red, slot in a blue. Am I really going to use the Reckless skill? It might literally kill me. It might destroy me. Oh, come on. I'll take my chances. Well, actually, no, you know what? I have not seen that many red cards. No, I'm going to do number 1. I'm going to do number 1. I'm not going to kill myself with Reckless. We're not going to do that. All right, here we go. Only got to get through 3 cards. Come on, people. Double. Okay, 2 runs and 3 jumps. No shoots. Not sure how I feel about that, but I don't need them yet. All right, so I need a double and then a jump. Okay. My Bubble Lead I can only use on his 3rd pattern card, and Atomic Fire I can use at any time. So let's use my double jump and my other jump. Yeah, because I've got a jump for a boost, so I should be okay. So that takes care of the first one. And I get a surprise box token. Okay, a run bonus token. I got way too many runs. That's okay. Maybe that's sort of okay. Now what's next? Ooh, okay, I got to discard a weapon energy or flip a bonus token. I don't know if I need that many runs. Okay, and let's use my blue boost to get that. All right, come on, here we go. And good, I did get a jump, and I'll spend it to get past that. Okay, then I need a jump and a run. I gotta run. Well, first let's use my number 1 skill. So I flip a top card in my deck, and I get a bonus token matching the die. Ooh, this time double is good. That's a red and a yellow. Where's the blue? Okay, so I've got 2 options here. Oh, that's right. This is the last card. So I can use Atomic Fire with his weakness to roll an extra blue die, and I can use Bubble Lead. 2 chances for that final blue. I'm so glad I got Mecha Dragon. Come on. Yes. Okay, one of them was not a jump, but one of them was. So jump, run. I defeated Dr. Wily's boss. Actually had a ton of stuff left that I did not need. But that was the Dr. Wily stage on normal difficulty, which you can see is pretty hard. If you want to play on easy, you can just give yourself another energy tank. And if you're really a glutton for punishment, you can play with the sabotage cards or more than 1 sabotage card. These will add an overall effect for the entire game. Like, look, now you can only have 2 of each color dice instead of 3. So these can make things tough for the most experienced gamer. What I like to do is give myself an extra energy tank and then play with these. So you kind of keep the difficulty about the same, but vary up the experience more. Definitely a fun way to try things out. So there you go. That was Mega Man Adventures. So happy to show you this one, although we got to get these dice fixed. That'll happen in the next prototype. If you like the look of the game, follow the link to go to Blacklist Games' site and you can pre-order it. Or if you want to see it more in action and see how co-op works, we're going to do several streaming plays with a bunch of different content creators and also have some on the Blacklist site. So you'll get to see a lot more of the game, get to see more of the bosses. And hey, it's also on Tabletop Simulator. So if you want to try it out for yourself now that you know how to play, feel free and have fun. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. So happy to show you this one. This has been a lot of work. And thanks to Blacklist and Capcom for making it possible. Good gaming, everyone, and I'll see you at the next stop.